Welcome to the Adequate Gaming channel. This is Whitaker bringing you another Elden Ring Holy Grail series. Today we're going to be getting the Twinblade Talisman down here along the peninsula in the Morn Castle. If you don't have the Morn Castle, there's going to be this side of Grace right here. That will be the closest one that you can get to. And if you're doing this relatively early, you should be fine. You just have to watch out. There is a giant standing on the steps of the castle that does lob arrows at you. Right here is where you can find your map for the area. Over on the left-hand side on the upper cliff will be a golden seed. Just notable mentions. This giant is not very difficult to kill, since this is kind of like the earlier area and such. But you don't actually have to kill him. I'm not going to kill him here, but I will show you this little thing that kind of helped me out before. I'm actually going to run over at the giant and kind of stand around his legs until he fires that last arrow, because I've been on the top right there, and he's kind of turned around and fired, and it was a mess. Now, there's going to be a grace right inside. You should go ahead and pick that up. So the Twinblade Talisman, what it actually does is it enhances the final attack on a chain of attacks. I've not actually found a good use for it in my builds, but go ahead and drop down in the comments. Let me know what build you're using if you're using this talisman in particular. So for the most part, you can make your way through this area. There are quite a few enemies. I'm going to be killing some of them off to kind of make it a little easier on myself. But for the most part, you can just run by. There will be a section a little further on the top of the ramparts with some of the flying creatures that I would recommend you killing, and bringing something to kill them with. Perhaps a bow, gravity magic, something of the sort. I find them exceptionally annoying. So this gentleman right here will actually follow you up this ladder, and this will be the area where those flying creatures kind of come into play. So I just wait a little bit at the top, smack him up real good, and keep on continuing. A little bit of lore actually behind this castle. I'm not sure, but if you've played Dark Souls 3, the name Morn kind of, rings a bell a little bit. The person that Morn was protecting down in the cell is actually the name of the daughter or the main character on the storyline of Castle Morn. I know it's a mouthful, it sounded weird saying it, but yeah, I'm not sure if they reused it. She's blind. They're both blind, that kind of thing. If you did want to run past those guys, you can just run over here and see if you can get the grace resets. And then we're going to continue down the rest of the path. There will be a little jump here. You don't have to make the jump. I didn't make the jump. But if you do land on that grate, there's going to be a hole in it, and you can kind of just fall into the building. There's little bits and bobs around that you can pick up, but we're not going to be taking on the final boss. This is kind of the extent of the things that we're going to be doing here. We've got like 2 or 3 enemies left to kill, not a problem. This tower over here on the left, you can see the ladder right now. The talisman is going to be on the top of that ladder in a chest. There we go. And it's simple as that. I really hope this kind of helped you out. I know the little bit about the lore stuff was not really something that I generally put into these guides, but I do find stuff like that a bit more interesting. Yep, right here into the chest, the Twinblade Talisman. There you are. And I'm going to go ahead and leave a little bit of the talisman lore up on screen right here for you, so you can see it. This is the Adequate Gaming channel, Whitaker here, and thank you for watching. Till next time.